and welcome to the next video. In this video, I'm going to be answering a question in regards to teaching abroad in general. And that is, would I do it all over again? And the simple answer is yes. It was something I talked about in previous videos that I enjoyed teaching. I enjoyed the ability to go to a foreign country, live a different lifestyle, live pretty well, travel, meet people from different cities within that country, and even other countries, expats from the UK, from Australia, New Zealand, other parts of Europe, South Africa, Egypt, Canada, and so on, as well as Asians from other parts of that region. So there's quite a few different people and different cultures and languages that I was exposed to, and in a lifestyle that was not familiar to myself in both places, Japan and in China, and even the cultures and the countries like Taiwan and South Korea and Rome. Italy, but Rome, amazing. And Vietnam. That I got exposed to a lot of the things I wouldn't normally be exposed to if I had stayed in my own hometown and home country. So I definitely do not regret teaching abroad. It was a great experience. Some of the best years of my life were during that time period. So I definitely don't regret going. And answering a subset question to this main question is, would I do it all over again? Since we're doing this thought experiment, about regrets and things in the past, what would I do differently? Well, knowing what I know now, and had I the ability to influence the decisions of the past, I would have gone sooner. I wouldn't have waited so long to go and see a place and meet people that are completely different than myself, that spoke a different language, that had different habits, ate different types of foods, that had a different worldview altogether. To go to some place that would put me outside of my comfort zone, that would challenge me in many ways and challenge a lot of my assumptions. In some cases, reaffirming a lot of things that I believed in. In other cases, destroying those beliefs and proving that they were wrong, or that they're only half-truths. So I definitely would have wished I could have done it sooner. And if I had to nail it down to the specifics of how much sooner, I mentioned before I had gone abroad in 2011. If I could turn that clock back and tell myself, do this and this and this, I would tell myself to go, after all my debt was paid off, save up a bunch of money. So this would have been probably about 2005, 6. Save up those 3,000 and go, young man. And I would say go first to Japan. And the reason why I say Japan is because until about 2008, teaching English was pretty lucrative in Japan. You could have a very good lifestyle, get paid pretty well, and there was a big demand for it. It was about 2008 when Nova, which was one of the big employers there, that had a big training center, a ton of training centers across Japan, went bankrupt and in part took a lot of the industry down with it, and it's been limping along ever since. So I would have told my younger self in 2005, let's say, go to Japan, stay there right before that crash, get out, then go to China. Because in China, the education crash was probably about 2000, there was a little bit of a crash in 2015, more places shut down. 2016, a little more of that. But 2016, 2018, things got very kiddie. And then, of course, the pandemic happened and a lot of schools have gone under, and the ones that remain It's a big, storm clouds are looming above them, and things are only getting worse and worse and more restrictive and more complex. So I would have told myself at that time, okay, now that you're here in 2008, stick around to about 2013 and go off to another place, young man. Where that third place, or fourth place, or fifth place, or sixth place is, can't say because I haven't researched it, but I would definitely tell my younger self, all right, keep moving, keep exploring, keep seeing and doing things that challenge you. Certainly save up money, like I had been doing while I was living, abroad. But I'd also say, start preparing, because there will come a time where you will very likely have to come back to your home country. And you're going to have to transition back. It's not going to be easy. You're going to have to do a lot of hard work. You're going to have to maybe get additional education. And you're going to have to consider where to live, because your hometown is expensive. And there's a lot of crazy people in your hometown, besides just the rude people that we get and bad drivers. So that would be my advice to anyone else, and to my past self, about whether or not I'd regret going abroad. Definitely don't. Even now, with some of the things I'm going through now in my transition back, which I won't get into detail here, maybe in a future video, but we know what's happening. We know what we're going through. It was still worth it. Anyway, see you in the next video.